today I am going to explain about loss of biodiversity. So why there is loss of biodiversity on Earth? The biological wealth of our planet has been declining rapidly due to human activities. So why there is loss of biodiversity? So mainly human activities are responsible. We human beings, we are responsible for the loss of biodiversity. And before I explain the concept, I would like to explain few terms related to loss of biodiversity. And these words are extinct, extinct in wild, endangered, vulnerable and threatened. So what do you understand by extinct? Extinct means now the organism is not surviving. That particular species is not surviving on Earth and we cannot see that particular organism. So that is the meaning of extinct. Extinct in wild means in wild condition because the animal, maybe it is animal and the animal who is living in the wild condition is now not available. But in captivity, it is available. Like for example, in the zoo, you can see that particular animal, but in the wild condition, the animal, so that is not seen. So that is the meaning of extinct in wild. Endangered means there is some danger, and in near future, the species is going to be extinct. So that is the meaning of endangered. Vulnerable means they are very sensitive. Like you can find out there are few species who are very sensitive and who are going to be extinct in near future. So that means they are very sensitive. So those kind of organisms, they are called vulnerable. Threatened means some threat is there to the life of that particular species or the organism. Okay. So as per IUCN, International Union of Conservation of Nature, this is a very old data. There are so many species which are already extinct. Now we cannot see all these species. For example, all these example you have to remember because sometimes you get the big question also. Dodo, so that is extinct in Mauritius. Steller sea cow, which is found in Russia, so that is also extinct. Quagga, that is also extinct, which is found in Africa. Tiger of particular species, Bali, Java and Caspian, they are also extinct. So the process, so that is not random. Randomly it is not taking place. So that any particular species can be extinct. Now it is seen in the nature that some particular species, they are very vulnerable to the process of extinction. For example, suppose you take the amphibians. So now we cannot see all these organisms in that particular place where they are found. So as per another record, we can see that 12% of the birds, they are also extinct. 23% of the mammals, they are also extinct. 32% of the amphibian, they are also extinct. 31% of the gymnosperm, they are also going to be extinct. So all these percentage or all these particular species, they are having a threat on their life. And in near future, they may extinct and we may not be able to see those particular kind of the species. So there are many in the past, we have seen many episodes of the process of extinction. And all the previous ones, so those were 5 in numbers. And the process of extinction which is going on at present, so that number is 6. So you will get the question, what is the difference between those previous 5 extinction and the present one, which is the 6th one. So the difference is that those 5 episodes of extinction, they were slow. Whereas the present process which is going on, that is a fast process. And why it is happening because of human activities. So that is the difference between these two processes of extinction. And it has been estimated by taxonomists that if the process will keep on continuing, then within the next 100 years, half of the species will be extinct. So the loss of biodiversity, if there is loss of biodiversity, then what will happen? Then there is decline in plant production because automatically there is loss of biodiversity. Biodiversity means all the plants, all the animals. So if there is loss of biodiversity, then there is loss of plants also. and if there is loss of plant, then the production will also be less, or the biomass which is produced by the plant, so that will also be less. Then low resistance to environmental disturbance. Now if there is any kind of natural calamity, so that is taking place, then the plant, these kind of the plants, they are more susceptible. They are not having resistance, so that they can tolerate any kind of environmental disturbance, and ultimately that can lead to loss of biodiversity. Then increased variability in some ecosystem process. You can find out in the ecosystem there are some processes. For example, suppose you take the drought, then the drought will be frequent, and if there will be frequent drought, then automatically there will be loss of plant, and if there is loss of plant, then there will be loss of animals. So there are many causes of biodiversity loss. There are 4 causes which are given in the NCERT book, and the first one, so that is habitat loss and fragmentation. If there is loss of habitat, so habitat, so that is the place where the living organism they are surviving. Like for example, if you go to forest, you can find out there are so many trees are there, and many wild animals they are also found in forest. But suppose you are cutting the forest, you are clearing the land, then that is loss of habitat. And if there will be loss of habitat, if there will be no plants, then automatically the animals they will go to some other place, or they will die. So this is called loss of habitat. And fragmentation means if the habitat, so that is divided into small parts, small fragments. Like for example, suppose you take a national park. Suppose one road is built in the national park, so that passes in between the national park. Now the park is divided into 2 parts. So that means the wild animals which are remaining in this part of the road, so they will be separated from the animal who are remaining in this part. So that is called so that is called fragmentation, or the habitat, so that is divided into many fragments. Now one example is given in your book, tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest, initially it was covering 14% of the land on earth, and now because of the loss of habitat, now only 6% of the land area consists of tropical rainforest. And the Amazon rainforest, which is known as lungs of earth, so that is also cut. Why it is cut? This one you will get question. Why it is cut? It is cut for cultivating soybean, or for converting to grassland, for raising beef cattle. So the land that is cleared either for the cultivation of the soybean, or to build grass land ecosystem, so that the beef cattle they can graze that particular land. So few animals they need large territory. Like for example, suppose you take the tiger and the lion, so there is requirement of a large territory. Now if the territory so that is divided, then there will be problem, and they will not be able to survive in that particular area. Like for example, in the forest also you have seen that few villagers they make their house, they clear the land, they cut trees, and they grow their crops. So that means that is loss of habitat or loss of biodiversity. So in that condition, the animals who are remaining in that particular area, now they will shift to some another area, or they will die. The second cause of loss of biodiversity is overexploitation. So what do you understand by overexploitation? Overexploitation means if you are using any natural resource again and again, and if there is more greed in comparison to the need, if there is more greed and you are overexploiting any natural resource, then within a short period of the time the resource is going to be finished or extinct. So that is also one of the cause of the loss of biodiversity. For example, the marine fish. Now all of you know that in sea there are different varieties of the fishes they are available, and because of the harvesting and the catching of fish, when they are collecting tons of fish, then what is happening? Many species of the fishes they are going to be extinct. Why? Because fishes need time to reproduce, and the rate at which they reproduce, if that will be less, and the rate by which they are harvested, so that will be more, then you can find out many species they will be extinct. Then the third cause, that is alien species invasion. Alien species means any species which is brought from any foreign countries. Like for example, suppose you take the water hyacinth. So water hyacinth, so that is not a local plant. So that the plant that was brought from some foreign country and put in the pond of Bengal. So those kind of the species, they are called alien species. And when alien species they are brought to any particular area, then due to the absence of predator or any pathogen which can produce disease on that particular species, then they are going to survive and they will kill the local varieties of the plants and the animals. So there are many examples given in the NCERT book. You have to remember all this example because this is a very important concept and you get question also. So the first example, so that is the Nile perch. Nile perch, it is an alien species and it was introduced in Lake of Victoria. Then there was extinction of chinchilid fish in that particular lake. Then the carrot grass, all of you have seen that the carrot grass can grow here and there. All over India you can see the carrot grass. So the carrot grass, that is not a local plant. The plant was brought from foreign country, not brought by mistake. It came to India with some grains and it spread so rapidly that all the local varieties they gradually vanished in that particular area where carrot grass grow. Why? Because it is a wild plant, it can grow, it is having strong root system, it can take all the roots, water and the mineral from the soil. So all the small plants which are growing in that particular area, they will not be able to grow. So this is also an alien species. And another example, so that is the lantana and the water hyacinth, which grow in pond. I told you, it is also an alien species. It was brought from foreign country. And the water hyacinth, it is having beautiful purple flower. So because of the beautiful flower, it has been brought to India. But now it has become a weed, and it is also known as terror of Bengal. Then the African catfish, Sclerias, so that also killed all the indigenous catfish of river in India. So these are few examples of the alien species which were also responsible for the loss of biodiversity. And the last one is co-extinction. Co means together. For example, you know that there are many examples of association of the organism, either it is a plant and the animal, or plant and plant, or animal and the animal, where two organisms they are depending on each other, and many times they are also getting benefits from each other. So that is called either it is either you can give the example of the mutualism or the co-evolution example also you can give. So here what happens, if one particular species will be extinct, then the other species which is depending on that particular species, so that will also be extinct. So that is the meaning of co-extinction. Together both will extinct. For example, suppose the host fish becomes extinct, then the parasite which is depending on the host fish will also be extinct. Suppose you take the example of the plant and the pollinator. Any particular plant, so that is pollinated by a particular insect. Suppose the plant will be extinct, then the insect will automatically be extinct. So these are all the different examples of coexistence.